Yes, now we have the graph of secant inverse x. The graph of secant inverse x is like this. And as you know, the domain of this function, that means this minus 1 to 1, is not included in the graph of secant inverse x. It means the domain of the function is minus infinity to minus 1 and union of closed interval 1 to infinity. And the range of secant inverse x is 0 to pi, excluding x is pi by 2. As you know, secant x, you can write 1 by cos x, and therefore the value of secant pi by 2, it means 1 by cos pi by 2, and the value of cos pi by 2 is 0, and therefore the value of secant pi by 2 is 1 by 0, that is not defined. And therefore in the range of secant inverse x, we have to excluding pi by 2. That is 0 to closed interval 0 to pi, excluding pi by 2. Now we have the graph of cotangent inverse x. Domain of cotangent inverse x is minus infinity to infinity, and the range of cotangent inverse x is open interval 0 to pi. Now we have the domain and range. Domain and range of sine inverse x and cos inverse x. Domain are same, minus 1 to 1, closed interval minus 1 to 1, and the range of sine inverse x is minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, and range of cos inverse x is closed interval 0 to pi. And for the tangent inverse x, domain is open interval minus infinity to infinity, and range is minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, that is the open interval, because at pi by 2 tangent function is not defined, and that's why we have to consider the open interval. And the domain of secant inverse x is minus infinity to minus 1, union of 1 to infinity, and the range is 0 to pi except pi by 2. It means at pi by 2 secant inverse function, the values does not belongs. And now this one, cosecant inverse x, minus infinity to minus 1, union of closed interval 1 to infinity, that is the semi-closed. And now range is closed interval minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, excluding 0. That means 0 does not belongs to the cosecant inverse x. Cotangent inverse x, upper interval minus infinity to infinity, and range is 0 to pi. The domain of tangent inverse x and cotangent inverse x are same, and domain of secant inverse x and cosecant inverse x are same. Range of tangent inverse x and sine inverse x both are minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, but in sine inverse x we have closed interval, and in tangent inverse x we have open interval, and in cosecant inverse x we have closed interval minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, excluding 0. Like the same way, cos inverse x range is 0 to pi, closed interval. Secant inverse x we have 0 to pi, excluding pi by 2, and for the cotangent inverse x 0 to pi. And now we have the example to find the principal value of sine inverse sine 2 pi by 3. First of all, we have to consider that is equal to alpha, and therefore sine alpha is equal to sine 2 pi by 3, and alpha belongs to minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, and the value of this one sine 2 pi by 3 is root 3 by 2. It means alpha is equal to pi by 3, because this root 3 by 2 is the value of pi by 3 also. Next we have to find the principal value of sine inverse sine phi. Sine inverse and sine, that will be cancelled. We have to consider phi, then its value is 5, but it is wrong because the y is equal to sine inverse sine phi, and y, that is in the principal value branch minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. But here, to write this, we have to multiply and divide by pi. We get sine 1.59 pi, and this value does not belongs to minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, and therefore we have to convert minus of 2 pi minus 1.5 pi 59 pi, and therefore we can write 1.59 pi minus 2 pi, because this value lies between minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. It means sine phi, we can write sine pi 5 minus 2 pi, and therefore its value is 5 minus 2 pi. Is it clear?